Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Lay me down behind the moon, tell me you'll be on real soon. I don't wanna wait no more.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming a review slash first impression slash tutorial on this makeup look that I'm currently wearing. I received some PR from Kaleidos makeup. They just released a new collection that I wanted to play with on camera, just give you guys my first impression. So yeah, if you guys are curious about the new collection from Kaleidos makeup and this look, then just continue watching. Alright, so I'm starting off with my base and my brows already on, but I do want to mention that I did use their new sponge. It comes in a little bundle, so there's 2 sponges and I think it's $10 US, so it's about $5 US for one sponge, which is really affordable. I decided to try the green one out just because the shape is a little bit different, but I've been using this for the past, I would say, week or two. If you watch any of my past tutorials, you can see me using it more, but I use this for my concealer as well as my setting powder under my eyes, and I really like the shape of this because I can use this large flat surface for like my foundation or for blending in my concealer that's on my face, but then I like to use this smaller flat side to blend out my concealer and also to set my concealer in place. And I feel like because it's flat, it really presses in the product. And then I actually like to use the bottom for my cream blush, so I think all around I can use this for pretty much my entire base, and it is really soft. It expands really big. I wouldn't say it's my favorite sponge, but I think for $5 US it's really amazing. And the other one I haven't used yet, but I'm gonna assume that it's the same texture of sponge, but the shape is like the Colourpop original sponge, where it just has one flat edge and then the pointy egg at the other side, which is a shape that I really do like. I just want to try the green one out. I forgot to put my contacts in, so I'm just gonna quickly pop them in now. So alright, I got my lenses on. These ones are from Olens. It's their Scandi light grey. So let's jump into the eyes. Kaleidos came out with an eye primer, so it's their Tone Activator Eye Primer. I think I would just use it on one eye, and then one eye I'll just use my concealer and my powder that's already on my eyes when I did my base. So pretty much this is going to enhance eyeshadow and pressed pigments, vibrancy and color payoff, prevent smudging, prevents creasing, and water resistant. I typically don't use eye primers just because I feel like my concealer and powder does the trick, but why not? Let's go ahead and use it. I haven't used any of these new products from Kaleidos, by the way. I'm gonna sneeze. It seems pretty liquidy. You can see it's like slowly rolling down my hand, and it does have a bit of color to it. It looks like a really peachy concealer. I'll put the primer on this eye, and this eye will be no primer, and we can really see if it does help with the color payoff. So I'm just gonna use my finger and apply that. I like how that blends into my skin, like it doesn't change the color. Like, you know how some primers can be really yellow or can be very white? I like how this just like blends into my skin color. It's not really that tacky either. Like, it feels like I'm just putting concealer on my eyes, to be honest. Okay, eyes are primed. Now for the star of the show, we have the Escape Pod from Kaleidos makeup. When I received this, I was so excited to play with it, and they sent over like a bunch of things. This is a pretty big palette, so if I open it up, these are the beautiful shades in here. So we have 15 beautiful shadows, and there's just so many color combinations you can do with this. And then this shade over here, it has like the escape key on it because it's the Escape Pod. I've swatched a couple of the shades and it's beautiful, so I'm so excited to play with this. I sort of have an idea of what I want to do and what color story I want to go with, so let's just jump right into it. So the first shade I'm going to jump into is this shade in the corner here called Exoplanet, and I'm going to put this at my outer corners, and let's do this on the primed side first. I'm just going to stamp it on at the outer corner. Right off the bat, you guys can see that this shadow is super pigmented. I will leave my previous Kaleidos review in the corner somewhere somewhere here for you guys to check out. I tried out their 6-pan shadows and some of their highlighters, which I absolutely love. So I'm just really excited for this brand. I feel like they're gonna really pop off one day because the quality and the concepts are just so pretty and amazing. Okay, let's apply it to the non-primed side. I feel like it's actually quite similar. I think on the primed side, I didn't have to build up the product as much, but I think either way, they both look really good and pigmented. There's no patchiness. Actually, there's one thing I can see on the non-prime side. There's just a little bit of a little patch that the product is not really sticking to, and then on this side it's pigmented all over. So I do think the primer does work, but I don't think it's like too much of a big difference where you're gonna be like, wow, this eye is patchy and this eye isn't. I'm also gonna take this shadow onto my lower lash line as well, but just at the outer corner, connecting the shadows. It's so crazy because on my brush it looks like a periwinkle, but then on my eyes it's like a cobalt blue. Pretty cool. Alright, then I'm gonna move into the purple called Muddy Grass, and I'm gonna place this at the center of my eye, blending that into the blue. Just using swiping motions to get that good blend. And again, the pigmentation on these mattes, you guys, is just so beautiful. Like, they go on so smooth. There's like no fallout. There's a little bit of kickback in the pan, but on my face there isn't any fallout, so it's really amazing. And do you guys just see how well that's like blending into each other? I love. I'm also going to take that same purple shadow and apply that to my bottom lash line, but at the center, pretty much just mimicking what we did. I'm then going to go in with Flamingo, the bright pink, and I'm going to place that at the inner third. So I'm just placing the product down with a pencil brush so I can get right at the inner nook of my eye because they are a little bit folded there. And then I'll go in with a fluffy blending brush to blend that out. And you guessed it, I am taking that pink onto my lower lash right at the inner third. So you definitely could leave the eyeshadow like this, just keeping it all matte, but the shimmers in here are absolutely beautiful. They have a lot of specks of glitter, so it just sparkles, and this is like my favorite type of metallic, so I want to play with as many as I can and just show you guys the palette. So I'm gonna go with Space Oasis because there isn't like a strong blue metallic. I think this has like a blue flip to it. So I'm just gonna take some of my brush. I'm not gonna use this wet. Let's just apply that to the outer edge of our eyes on top of that blue area. And it's perfect, you guys. It has so much blue flip. Oh, it's so pretty. Just using it dry, it just has that little specks of glitters peeking through. I might actually take some onto my lower lash just to add a bit more sparkle. And when you are using this dry, there is going to be fallout. If you were to use this wet, I would imagine there's going to be less fallout. But that is just when it comes to glitter and metallic shadows, I think that's to be expected. Imagine the shadow on top of a black eyeshadow. Oh, that would be so pretty. I think from far away you can't really see those glitters so strongly, but up close and when it hits the light, it's so beautiful. And then I'm going to take Cosmic Cabret, and this is going to be the purple metallic that we're going to place at the center. This one is a little bit more metallic. So the one that we used earlier had more glitters, but this one's a lot more of like a pigmented metallic, like more foiled, I should say. And then I'm gonna go into the shade Amaretto. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering all these names. You guys will see on the screen which shade I'm using. And I'm gonna place that right on top of that pink. I'm gonna bring it slightly to my inner corners as well. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Starlight Sonata and I'm gonna use that to highlight my inner corners. So I quickly just went off camera to do my wing liner and pop on my false lashes. I do have a full tutorial on how I do my wing liner, so I'll put it in a card somewhere here. And also the lashes that I'm wearing today are from Petite Cosmetics in the style Diva. I typically like wearing this style because it's super long, but it's very wispy, so there's a lot of spacing between the lash so you still can see the shadow underneath. The glue is still drying and I need to fix my liner, so just excuse that for now as it's drying. But we're gonna move on to the cheeks. I don't think I'm gonna put any bronzer on today because I kind of want to do a heavy intense blush look. But Kaleidos came out with 2 new blush duos. They're lo-fi blush duos. So we have this one in lo-fi peach and this one in lo-fi rose, and they just open up like this. And they all have a highlighter and a blush in each one. This blush shade in the peach palette is just up my alley. Oh, I can't wait to use that. But I think for today I will go in with the rose because it's more pinky, it's more mauve, and I feel like it will suit this eye look a little bit better. So I'm gonna use this shade here called Mood. So I'm gonna apply that to the apples of my cheeks, pretty high up. This is a really pretty everyday blush as well. We're just gonna put that over. I think I want to do a purple blush, so I'm gonna use this pink shade as a base just because I want to show you guys what it looks like on my skin. But I'm actually gonna go into the shade Soiree. I think that's how you say it. From the palette, it's the one that has the escape key on it. And I'm gonna take that on my brush and I'm gonna use this as a blush. Okay, so this one is called Bloom. It's from the same Lo-Fi Rose palette. So we use the blush as a base. Now we're gonna go in with the highlighter. These highlighters are like really pigmented, so I'm not gonna take too much. Alright, so now for the last product they sent over to me. It came in this cute little packaging, so you just take this off and then it opens up, boom, 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 and there's a lip product inside. I don't think I'm going to use this as my final lip color, but I just want to use it. I haven't used any of their lip products before, so this is their Lucid lip in the shade Hypnotise, and it's like a metallic glittery, I would say, what is this, like a purple pink color? Like, I don't think I would really like this, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, wait. This is actually really flattering. Why did I think it was gonna be so glittery and metallic that I was gonna not like it? But this is actually really pretty. The undertone of this looks like my lips but better. I actually really like this a lot. It feels so hydrating. Like, it feels like I put lip oil on my lips, not a gloss. And I really do like the color. You can definitely see that pink reflect, but it's very subtle. Like, you would have to look extremely close, like, to see that. But from far away, it looks like a really pretty everyday gloss. Did you guys expect that? I did not expect that. I love this gloss. Oh my gosh. Alright you guys, so this is the final look completed. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this review slash tutorial slash first impressions. As you can see, I did add a couple of extra things to the final look. So I added these silver little stars on my cheek, and I also took my white eyeliner to add some white freckles to complete this whole space vibes look. Overall, with the products that I tried, I actually loved everything. I think the eye primer does make a difference, so I'm definitely going to keep using that. And the shadows are beautiful. The lip gloss was a surprise that I really liked as well. The blush is really pretty. I need to try the other palette. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much if you did. It also helps with the algorithm and just get my video out to more people to see. But also drop your comments down below. What do you guys think of this look? What do you guys think of the products? Have you guys tried anything out? I would love to hear your feedback, so drop your comments down below. I love chatting with you guys. It's literally my favorite thing after every upload is just replying to your comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!